Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I would like to talk about next generation Xbox because there's some new interesting information available. That's all thanks to Jess Corden of Windows Central. So during the Xbox 2 podcast, and not the last one, but the previous one, and I know I'm a bit late to the party when it comes to this particular news, but yeah, I was busy with life and work and, family and that kind of stuff. Anyway, but I haven't really seen a lot of people talking about it anyway, which is interesting because I thought that this particular news is very interesting because it looks like, and again, that's according to Jess Corden or, his sources, looks like Microsoft is planning a proper and next-gen system, not only hardware-wise, which is obvious, right? But we're not going to be talking about specs today. But it looks like they will also provide a totally new operating system in a sense that it's not going to be like just an update, right? When we were shifting from Xbox One to Xbox Series generation, the operating system was pretty much the same, except like few features here and there, like next-gen features like Auto HDR, which is only available on Xbox Series consoles, and few things here and there. Generally speaking, Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles uses the same system, right? It's compatible basically. What is being planned right now is to, or maybe it's not only a plan, it sounds like they're already working on it. They are investing heavily in a totally new system, meaning that it's not just going to be a copy-paste kind of thing from, current generation. What does it mean? And obviously, probably the most obvious thing is going to be the UI, so user interface. But I think what's really interesting is what's going to be under the hood, right? So all that talk about Microsoft really trying to create this console PC-like hybrid kind of thing, I think that's what this operating system is going to be all about. Sounds like this operating system is going to be able not only to serve as a console operating system, but also as a PC. Now, how far they will go in this kind of hybrid approach, I don't know. Nobody probably knows, and I don't think that Microsoft knows still because, that new console is, the rumor has it that it's coming or is being planned. The launch is being planned for like late 2026. So we at least 2.5 years from the launch, maybe not that long, but sounds like it's going to be really the operating system is going to be getting closer to like a PC Windows-like operating system. Now, for those of you that are worried, because I know that people when they hear Windows, they think, oh bloody hell, I don't want to play on PC. That's not going to be that, right? The thing is that you're still going to get a console experience with user interface, with all those, obviously we don't know how it's going to look like, but all these console-like features and, basically plug and play kind of features, meaning that you turn on your console and you turn on your game and that's it, you play. So that's still going to be there, right? But I think the whole effort that is Microsoft is kind of focusing on is to get these Xbox games and PC games closer together there, right? Right now this generation is all about this, I forgot how they called it, like Durango SDK or something like that. So the obviously developer tools and the software and stuff, and apparently porting or making game for PC and Xbox is very easy, as in, not a lot of extra work is needed to make the PC game to work on Xbox and vice versa, right? But there's still some extra work in porting apparently. So it looks like from what Jess Corden suggests is that they want to make it even easier, even more streamlined. I don't know, maybe even to a point where that Xbox game would be literally a PC game, but with console-like settings, which actually would be kind of cool, to be honest with you, right? I mean, to be honest with you, I would not even mind if there was just extra settings in the actual console menu, right? But I still think that the big advantage of having a console is to not worry about the performance or the graphics and all that kind of stuff, testing whether that works or not, right? So I guess and Jess Corden did use that analogy. Well, you can think of Steam Deck, right? I mean, if you buy that device, you take it out of the box and you turn it on. What you see after you switch it on, well, you see the console-like operating system, right? I mean, user interface. Sorry. Yes, you can exit out of it. You can use it as a Linux box. You can use it. You can install Windows on it. No problem there. It's still a PC, just like in a handheld form. But the first software that welcomes you after turning that box on is the user graphics user interface, right? With all these settings and kind of a special kind of menu for console. So I think that's what Microsoft is working on right now. I think they want to create an operating system that will work perfectly well, not only on console but also other devices. And saying other devices, obviously I think about laptops and PCs, but also handhelds. I mean, even right now, but that's nothing new. They are working on making like Xbox app being more handheld friendly and everything, right? But that's just work on still currently available operating system. But that new system is supposed to serve not only Xbox as a console, but also Xbox as an app, as a any PC like kind of device and that kind of stuff, right? So I think that's going to be the biggest change. And obviously they will have to figure out a lot of things like how to make that new operating system compatible with the current one. I don't think that's going to be a big issue, because if they made Xbox 360 to work on Xbox One, I'm sure they're going to handle that just well. And to be honest with you, all these games still run on DirectX 12 or 11, so obviously future Windows is going to have that built in, as in like backwards compatibility for these APIs. So that's not really going to be shouldn't be a big problem. So I think that generally speaking, and also I think that maybe that's taking this a little bit too far in predictions. But I think that should be possible too. I think that it would be nice, and this is just me speculating right now, but it kind of makes sense. If you're going to build an Xbox, which is literally going to be a PC, yes, you're going to have like some type of specs that these developers will have to optimize for still, right? I mean, it's just like Steam Deck, right? When developers are working on their games, they test if it's going to run on Steam Deck, and if it does, sometimes they put some extra effort on making their game to run on Steam Deck, so that a little bit of extra optimization, and you get these Steam Deck officially supported games, or I don't know how they call them, Steam Deck ready, I think they call them, right? And I think that's really the same thing that's going to that is probably going to happen with that PC-like Xbox. You're going to get a box that has console-like user interface. You're not going to be forced to play with the settings and everything. Basically, I think that one of the requirements for these PC games now is going to be that not all, because I don't think developer can. Microsoft can force all developers to support it, but I guess these developers that want a wider audience, as in Xbox audience, I think they'll do it. So basically, instead of creating a port of a PC game for Xbox, what they will be doing is that they will take that PC game, PC, not port, like literally PC version of the game, and make sure that it runs well on Xbox, right? With some certain settings, just like on Steam Deck. So I guess it's not really going to resolve all the, I guess, developers' problems in the world, because I think that when it comes to Xbox consoles, and in order to get their game to get certified for Xbox, like officially, they will still have to go through some, vetting process, and they will have to make sure that the game is not crashing on that piece of device. But again, we're still talking about one particular spec PC, really, because that's what this new console is going to be. And they just it's easier, right? So just make sure that it works and that the drivers are there and that whatever, right? So, and I think that's kind of an interesting idea, because not only that gives you that console, and also I think Jez Corden speculated that it's possible that maybe Microsoft just work with third party and they say, listen, you can build your own Xbox, no problem there. Just make sure, if you want to have like official Xbox device under your logo, just make sure that it meets these minimum requirements. I mean, you can build a more powerful Xbox, no problem there. Just make sure that these minimum specs are met. And if you offer something extra, well, that means that people will get a better experience even than on that reference Xbox. It's just like with the NVIDIA cards, right? Or AMD cards on PC. You've got NVIDIA, AMD building their own cards, first batch of cards, and they come out with a certain specs, meaning this amount of memory, these memory speeds, this type of memory, this type of the GPUs they are getting from NVIDIA still, but they can overclock these GPUs. They can use different cooling systems, as in like you can have 2-fan card or 3 fans card, meaning that it's better cooled, meaning that you can upclock the GPU so it runs faster. You can overclock memory and that kind of stuff. There's plenty of OC kind of cards so that are faster than the reference model. So you could get that kind of devices when it comes to Xbox as well. So you could call them Xbox compatibles, right? Still running on the same system and everything, but they would be just better, which is great, because really for somebody like me, not happy like a year or 2 years after purchasing a console or a PC, if I'm not happy with the performance, hey, there's more powerful model over there available from third party. Why not? Microsoft is not making any money on the hardware anyway. It's just about delivering or offering some kind of hardware. You get that operating system, you got that Xbox ecosystem available there, and Microsoft gets money for the games, right? So obviously this is still all speculation, and it's all that hasn't been really confirmed, but looks like and this is actually unofficial. I think this is official information. I think it has been already confirmed. I think that both old Xbox team, so hardware team, and as the Microsoft Surface team are working on that console as well. So you're going to have it's like hybrid of two teams, like PC-like team and console-like team. And Jason Ronald is involved with this new console apparently as well. So if we're going to get that PC-like experience with the console, or should I say console-like experience on PC, I mean, why not? I mean, and to be honest with you, I would also like to see Xbox games running on PC, meaning that if you've got a Microsoft store and you purchased some games via Xbox, it would be nice if we got a license to play these games via my Xbox store. So I'm not sure if that was mentioned, but it would be nice as well, because I would imagine that if they're going to build like totally different operating system and it's going to be hybrid thing, it would be nice to have that option to play these Xbox games using official means, not emulators, on your PC, right? So that would be an ultimate hybrid, really. So PC games on Xbox and Xbox games on PC, right? I mean, and I'm talking about Xbox versions of Xbox of games on PC. That would be something cool, and hopefully they will deliver. But whether that's going to happen or not, we'll have to wait and see. 2 years is not really a long of a wait. I actually like this new approach, and Microsoft has been really building this more and more open ecosystem, Xbox ecosystem, and me personally, I like it. I can criticize Microsoft and Xbox for their PR and marketing and all kinds of stuff, but when it comes to building Xbox as an ecosystem, I like it more and more, because I get more choice. I can start playing on Xbox, finish on PC, and then move on to Steam Deck or whatever and play games there. Hell, I can then continue playing via cloud and everything. So all that multiple kind of devices approach is kind of cool in my opinion. But I know that there's some people that don't like it, but everyone's different, right? Everyone has different needs. So that particular thing, I like it. The whole multi-device kind of approach, and yeah. So we'll see. So this generation is going to be a little bit shorter for Xbox than usual. I mean, the OG Xbox generation was the shortest one. And then Xbox 360 was like 8 years. Xbox One 8 years, and this one would be 6 if the rumors are true. So we'll see. So six years is more than enough for our generation, really. So hardware is getting old, and some of these games, more demanding games, are not really running that great even on current consoles, on current gen consoles. So it is what it is. Looks like Unreal Engine 5 may be a little bit too much for these consoles to chew, but hey, PlayStation 5 Pro is on the horizon, and then we're going to get next Xbox probably in next 2 years. So interesting times ahead of us, that's for sure. So listen, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.